Welcome everybody, welcome. Welcome once again. I know that it's been a while that you haven't seen on the show, but we're here still, man. Don't think that we forget about you guys. So yes, we're still here with you all, and I mean it's an EPL weekend, and as I said, it's been a minute. But big up to everybody in the chat, man. And as you enter, just like on the stream, I think I'll be joined by a few of the guys shortly, but we'll see how it goes. If not, we'll just run it along. Doing big up yourself, fresh guy. I don't know the chap already, bro. Big up yourself, same way. Um, as I mentioned, EPL is upon us. Transfer window just closed, so you know that is a lot of interesting stuff to talk about. And I mean, it what a transfer window it was, man. What a transfer window. A lot of teams went out. Well, there is a lot, but one particular team went out and they literally bought players for every club. That team bought players for every single club. So yes, they did do their job, man. And that's where I'm actually going to start the show tonight. I'm just going to talk about the transfers that were done from EPL standpoint. I mean, there are a lot of them, so I'm just gonna go through all of that. And remember, guys, as I enter the stream, ensure that you like the videos, amen? So do the right stuff. So let me just go ahead and see if I can find this. All right, so the first club we're going to look at is Bournemouth. Struggling team, desperately needed players, and they did went out and they got some players. So Bournemouth went to the transfer window and they got some players. Tyrese, big up yourself, bro, as always. So you look at Bournemouth transfer window. Let me zoom in on this a bit. So they brought in Dango Tara, and I mean, on his Premier League debut, he got an assist. So life started off good for him. Randolph, journeyman. This man been to so many clubs that it's not even funny anymore, man. This guy's been around a good while now. And Cadland, big up yourself, man. No, as I was mentioning, you also have Antoine Semenyo. They signed him from Bristol City. Decent striker, but I mean, will it be what they really need to actually stave off relegation? Who knows? They also signed Matthias Vina from Roma. He's a left back. And they signed him with loan with not really obligation, but they have the option to buy. And they signed Iya Zabarny. I like this kid, man. 20 years old centre back from Dynamo Kiev. He has been touted to make big move to some big clubs before, but it seems like he has made a stop at Bournemouth first before he get that move. And they have also signed That's Ahmed Traore. That's Ahmad Diallo, brother from United. So yeah, they're signing him on loan with obligation to buy. So let's see how that goes. But yeah, all in all, decent window for them. As I mentioned, they have been struggling, so they're definitely needed players. So they did went out and they got some players. But will it be too late for them? And you still ask the question, was it the wrong choice giving Gary O'Neill that give it Gary O'Neill that permanent coach job? Because sometimes, as I always say, you have coaches that do well as interim and then boom, immediately when I give them a permanent job, everything that's different. Cadland may search for the voice, man. I think maybe him forward, but not sure yet. So let's see. Kish, big up yourself as always. And they also had some outgoings, and anyone of note is just that there is not really anyone of note, but they'll move on to Arsenal. Arsenal they brought in 4 players. And actually there were 3. So they brought in Trossard from Brighton. Good signing that. I mean they spent most of the transfer window chasing Mudryk until Chelsea came in, and as I mentioned at the top of the show, Chelsea just signed players for everybody and then one family. So yeah. And welcome voice, welcome. So Kedla in the comment section I say, where's the voice? My son's favorite.
Who says so?
Cadland.
Big up yourself. There, man. Just reaching, brother. So let's
Got
jump
someone.
in,
Thing
man.
bless.
Yes, sir. Can't complain.
Got some man. Just there, I try to run through them transfer quickly before we jump into the games over the weekend. I mean, I say, Chelsea sign players for every team, brother. No other team never need to sign players because Chelsea do it for them.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm not sure we'll get into it later, but results them now pan out, I'm sure. You know what the Chelsea is expecting.
But Arsenal, they brought in Trossard, good baller, as we have discussed before. And then the curious case of Georgina. I mean, they spent the window chasing Caicedo and Brighton kept on rejecting them, and eventually they signed Georgina. Do you think that was a good move on their part, or do you think that it was just, let's see what we can get here since as we can get our main target?
So, and obviously the Arsenal fans, a bit, more versed on this than I am. However, but one thing, when I listen to Sherwin and the other Arsenal fans, one thing that they've always complained about was the depth of the squad, right? Where they say they need more depth after the starting 11. They need some more pieces and stuff, right? So it depends on the role with Jorginho. So let me put myself in the Arsenal shoes. Getting Jorginho, they won't be asking, hey, Jorginho, I want you to be a game winner for me. Hey, Jorginho, I want you to, come be a game changer for me. I think it's more of, hey, Jorginho, when you get your opportunity to play, as long as you're steady enough, you can probably, fill a role or two, then that is good enough. So if that is the role what they want Jorginho for, then absolutely no problem. Right? Obviously, I heard that his contract will end at the end of the season, right?
Yeah,
So I think on Chelsea's part, that's good business. Get rid of him and all of that kind of stuff, and coop some money for him. But again, especially at this time, right now, obviously we're not reach business end, but the second part of the season after the World Cup, and Arsenal is now being the team that is hunted. I believe they're making themselves as equipped as possible to say, hey, you guys probably if you guys are going to catch us, it's not gonna be so easy. We are gonna have, and I think the Trossard, obviously we know what happened, with him at Brighton. But I think getting Trossard, I think that was the big one. Having a player like that coming off of your bench when the defenders are tired and weary, it's going to be a problem.
facts. And Catlin is saying that as a Arsenal fan saying that El Nini will be out, so it's a good signing. Yeah, I think I saw that he was actually out as well. But I mean, as a benchman still, I mean that's what Jorginho will be for them as well. But
Mm-hmm.
all in all, I think it's a good sign. I think he is a player that plays along the line of Arteta, so not bad. But let's keep it going. Aston Villa now. Yeah, that's Baratin, Alex Moreno, and John Duran as striker. Rukala and Bertrand Traore. So I said, let's keep it going in regards to some of these teams. Now that Brentford from earlier, they brought in Kevin Schade from Germany. Continue
Uh-huh.
along. Nothing major there in regards to some of these clubs. Chelsea now. Look at that, man. Right, this is like when I go to supermarket and come back with a listing of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Brought in David Datra Fafana, Benoit, Badia Shield, Andre Santos, Joao Felix, Mikelio Mudrik, Nuni, Madueke, and Malo Gusto, and Enzo Fernandez. And the big one that a lot of people were talking about is Enzo Fernandez. £105 million upfront.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at this player, good player at the World Cup, he's a player that I actually like. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I watched a game today and he was a standout player, but boy, what do you think of Chelsea's transfer window? Do you think that there's a method to the madness or they just went out and just signed all the best young players?
So, um, you know, I don't know what. Honestly, I don't know what to make of it. I think from even when Tuchel was there, and we see this man buying a whole bunch of defenders. Him gone, him gone for the bug from over Napoli. Him gone for him, then him gone for this, then a bunch of left back, and I'm wondering, what is Chelsea doing? And again, they continue the trend, and again, this is what I'll say. I'll say give it time, right? Because again, we can hear, we can talk about it and laugh, and then a month, 2 months later, you see Chelsea there climbing, and so there's always some method to the madness. I will allow the rich people and the smart people to do what they do. They must have a plan in place. So probably me can't see. Probably we not smart enough to see it. When I have the vision like they do. But all I can say is the league position that they're in right now, whatever it is that they're planning, they need to do it quickly. They need to do
Facts.
it quickly because, again, obviously, with a squad like this, getting in some of these big name players, these players want to play some Champions League football, right? And being 9th, 10th, 11th, wherever they are, you know, I don't know, Manchester United playing good. Um, we know what Newcastle is
None of
doing.
those side, yeah.
City, Arsenal, right? So at the very least, there's one spot up for grabs. At the very, not even that, at the most is one spot up for grabs, right? Because
Truth.
you're not catch City, you're not catch Arsenal. I don't think they're catching United. So, but let's just say United, Newcastle. That is it. Because obviously, top four kind of set away for Newcastle. Where, hey, they're now getting back to glory days. When the pressure is on, how would they react? We don't know what can happen. But so it's one spot up for grab. But then you also have to remember they have a Tottenham, they have a Liverpool. They still have these teams where you have to jump before you reach top four. So again, I'm looking at these players and I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Felix, before him get the red card, him did look good. Him look good. Him look like a ball. Him look like, and again, I think, brother make a good point. And again, I said it. I said, me personally, from your coach take over, like, I just haven't seen. I can't tell you what Chelsea is trying to do. I can't tell you how Chelsea is trying to play. I know them have a bunch of big baller or a big name baller, but I don't know. Okay, this is Chelsea's strategy. This is what they're going to do. This is how they break down teams. This I can't tell you that. Probably me, smart enough, but my ask all of the smart for them, and them can't tell me.
Now, man, may I be honest with the family. You know, so make your point of duty. I don't normally watch rival fans match so much in a brother. Me personally, I don't sit down and watch rivals fans match in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
But make your point of duty that me watch this match today in its entirety and be like, yo, one of the same coaches of me stay at Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah,
team does look toothless, brother.
yeah. It
A lot
look.
of lateral passes, and then even when I look at some of the choices they make in terms of starting, for instance, I mean, with that, what about transfers? But since I was with the punches, I could just go into it. Ziyech, prime example. This man was set for a move to PSG's another win the last day.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, the move not materialized. You know, things that man mind frame I got messed up. Yet
Exactly.
immediately, man come back, boom, start Ziyech. Ziyech was out there doing absolutely nothing.
But so this is it, Levon. You can look at it two ways, You can say, okay, this player is a bamboozle because everyone thought this man was going to PSG. Everybody thinks you're him gone.
Yep.
Right. So I think it's like, okay, he wanted to leave because obviously game time, all of that stuff. So now, all right, let me put him out there and probably I can get a spark from him. You can think about it that way. But again, these coaches are well qualified, well paid. I'm expecting you to can make a better decision and a more calculated decision. And and I think the job is over his head. I think, and again, I tell you, Mr. Boss, at Bright, like when you just look on people in the world, and just look. A lot of persons can perform when there is no expectations, zero. Hey, if Brighton come 10th, a big coach. 11th, a big coach. 12th, a big coach. Because guess what? Brighton now give me no money. I have no forward. Marpe was my biggest striker at one point. And I don't have nobody. So again, it looks like he's turning water into wine. But no, look, he's not at Brighton anymore. And Brighton still at the things right now. So again, how much influence did he really have on Brighton? Because Brighton still play good football right now. No, when you take a look now, when you look on Chelsea, again, obviously we know they were on the decline versus Tuchel. This man come in. I didn't even get a new manager bonus. The little new manager bonus you normally get. When I get that, it just seemed like it has been hard for him. And I don't know, like, when I know the man, like, I don't know what he's trying to do. And I think he's going to be gone. Like, after spending so much money, if they don't turn this around by, let me say, by around March, he's gone.
And you're right, and you make a valiant point, now, brother, when you say, all right, yes, based on the 600 million them spend, need to qualify for Europe. And we're not talking about this Europe, we're talking about Champions League. Because Europa League not going to bring in the money. You see it? So it's a very good point for man. I mean, Yeah, here's Travel Wizard saying that Potter needs time. He just got his 11. Yeah, I might give him time, and the time I might give him is till the end of the season. Till the end of the
But
season, if Minas in a change, that man gone.
this man, whoever said that need to understand, and I've said it before. As we advance in sports, millionaires, billionaires have zero patience.
Yep,
Like, if you are going to ask me as a billionaire, okay, if you tell me as a billionaire, yo, invest in your company, and there is absolutely no returns, how much time you want me to give you before I say, okay, this don't make no sense?
facts.
Like, there's thousands and Chelsea literally can get any coach they want, any coach. Because again, what does a coach want? A coach wants an owner who is willing to spend money. You get paid handsomely and you're willing to spend money. Those are the two things that like coaches want, right? And the flexibility. And Chelsea have all those things, the big name, the brand, everything. Obviously, this new owner coming in, we see the man, willing to spend as well. But again, there comes a point where we want a return on our investment. Where is the ROI?
Your
You know,
question, which NFL team you on? Chargers.
I'm returning them. I'm looking at them. I know it's one of them teams. Let me see.
Reason I ask still, I don't want to know in track history based on the coaches them and stuff like that. If him pull them quick when them not play good.
Let's see.
Alright, while I look for that, Palace they sign two players. They sign Armada from Stuttgart, another combative midfielder, and they also signed Sambela Kangan. It seems like this man Vieira just signed players that plays exactly like him because these are two players that is basically robust.
Oh, is a baseball man.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Baseball,
yeah.
Dodgers, the
That
Dodgers.
has, yeah,
But baseball kind of run different.
true.
But oh,
All right, so yeah, Everton basically not signed nobody, and them is another side that I feel that they're going to go down. Dyche not good enough, and if I was Dyche, I wouldn't have went into that job right now. But I guess desperate time call for desperate measures and took the job. But yeah, Everton
and
never signed nobody, and they got rid of arguably the best player in Anthony Gordon. Fulham on the other hand, they signed Sasa Lukic from Torino. They signed Cedric Soares from Arsenal loan, and they also made Shane Duffy permanent. Leeds, they brought in Maximilian Woba, brought in Georgiano Ruta, brought in McKennie. I think that's a good signing for them as well. So not a bad window for them based on where they're at and the players that they need. Leicester, curious case and one of the worst run club in my estimation. Man, them allow Rogers to struggle right from summer, come straight down, and then come January now, that's when they decide to sign players. And the man are big for the signing some and they never do it. But they went out and they signed, I think it was what? Three players basically. They signed Christiansen from Copenhagen, he's a left back. They signed Tete, he's a winger. And they also signed Aris Sutar, who's a centre back. They definitely needed that one. And this guy's 24, and I can bet you that within the next 2 seasons, he'll value at least what, 70 million. And they bought him for like around 15, I believe. So not bad. Liverpool.
hold on there. Go up on the out, go up on the out again for Leicester. Albrighton gone. Perez
Yeah,
gone.
man, in Ghana, West Brom on loan.
Golly. Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
man, because man same data ask him say what job him do. Because it's like him saying that I literally feel like he just do a regular 9 to 5 job, in which is the case because him now
Nah,
get a game time. He now get a game time. So it's like him that feel say it's just a regular 9 to 5 him go. So yeah, man same need game time, so end up leave Ghana West Brom. Liverpool, Gakpo now Gakpo can score a goal for them. Enough people say United dodge a bullet. I think he'll one of those players that will actually come good, but continue. City, they signed Maximo Perrone, a midfielder. Can continue. United, they brought in Wakers, as we know, and they also brought in Sabitzer. And I think this was a good signing based on what happened. Ericsson out, Bogtamini injured, only left us with Fred, Casemiro, and Bruno in midfield. So I think the signing of Sabitzer was a good signing. Like this player, I think for me personally, I think he's an upgrade on Ericsson. What Ericsson has over him is probably let's say passing, but then again, this guy's good at passing. But in terms of an engine, this guy gives way more than Ericsson. And I think it's a good signing. Loan deal, not bad. 28
Why
years,
why Bayern loan him out?
can get game time. Bayern have two man in midfield and nobody can break that partnership. Goretzka and Kimmich will forever start together.
Okay. So does United have the option to buy?
No. But he said that he's going to play in a way that United have no option but to buy him.
Okay, good. So this is so my thing with this signing is that obviously it was a need, a need to be filled, and I think in terms of mindset, I think those are the kind of players where the big coach will go for. You have to have the proper mindset. I think
Yep.
this man, obviously being in the Bayern team, you have you're around champions. You have the championship pedigree. You want to win. See, Casemiro come in and automatically we can see his impact immediately. The impact is there. Like no matter what people, Casemiro this from the man touch the field, from the man touch the United team, there has been a difference in the midfield. And again, Levon, years you have been calling to get a midfielder of that quality.
Fuck.
Years, and from the I don't know whom to talk from the Jose Mourinho time, come down to Ole, come down to every manager. They get everything else except that. Them skip out the party, and then Fred and McTominay was just not it. It was just not it. And then when a real midfielder come up and stand up in the middle, you see the difference. You see the difference immediately. So you see say even Fred right now have really a step up in game right now. I know say at one point in time Fred name was probably the first name on the sheet, whether whether
Facts.
by luck or by force, but it was one of the first to on the sheet kind of just after that, right?
Yep.
So hopefully we'll see what this signing come up with.
Sherwin, big up yourself. What going on? Good?
Yeah, man, me there, man. Me finally get a break.
Blessings. It's a box. What going on? The stats man.
The day over there. The day.
Bless up, man. Let's talk about Sabitzer a little bit. I said to Kim, say I think he's probably upgrade than Ericsson in some sense, basically because more engine, more fluidity, and he have a way better shot than Ericsson as well. So yeah,
No, but that is it, and that's why I've been posting for how much weeks now that whatever luck, whatever side I bet, ten hours sleep on a night time, and if I continue to sleep on that because I mean it's funny that Ericsson is injured and then you're pre like as many people call it like a panic deadline day signing and you end up getting an upgrade on Ericsson because arguably the only thing Ericsson have over him is passing, progressive passing. That is it.
yeah,
Sabitzer have pretty much everything else over him. So it's a much more complete midfield in my estimation. And I don't think there'll be many midfields in the league that are going to work harder than this trio. Casemiro, Sabitzer, and Bruno.
But
But it's up to them to prove it.
what wasn't that clown on TV? That clown on TV getting millions of dollars saying this was a panic for United and
but
Jorginho was an upgrade for
No,
Arsenal.
oh, the Arsenal.
you can't listen him. You can't listen him, James. Him
Who
and
said that?
Bones
Who
are
said that?
cousin. Him
Who
and
said
Bones
that?
are cousin. Paul Mearson, man.
Mearson. No, sir. But Paul Mearson should have known said Jorginho now starting the Arsenal team.
Them say what a great signing by Arsenal.
No, yeah, a good signing, a good player if you have as a backup.
And
That's
United
it.
and United is a panic. United is panicking.
But yeah, sure. That year, man say yo, Sabitzer signing for United and deadline there was a panic.
It's ridiculous.
No, but you see, what a lot of people don't understand is that from last season, actually, when Eric took over and he put out his targets for each specific position, Ericsson was on the list for that midfield 8 signing, but Sabitzer was also on the list. A lot of people don't know that from last season. It just turned out that, we ended up getting Ericsson and we had to leave Sabitzer alone. But in reality, it kind of twisted because initially, as Levon, we initially wanted Gravenberch even on deadline day, but we approached Bayern. Bayern said no. They said, oh, we can have Sabitzer instead. I was like, okay. As I mentioned, nobody breaking up Kimmich and Goretzka midfield, so you have to let him go, boss.
Yep. Newcastle now they brought in Anthony Gordon. I think he's a good sign, and that means that the most favorite player game time. Trouble in the boss. Yeah. All can start already and then the man go sign Anthony Gordon. Can just come and beat them up on a week to week basis. And right now it looks like Newcastle and Newcastle right now.
Well, listen. I've said it, right? I've said it that Demo. I mean, Demo is mostly wrong. I mean, that's not new. However, I've said it that when a real coach come in and making progression, all them little fandangos there out of the door, all them spin over and all them little something they want progressive football. Football that is cohesive as a team. I didn't think St. Max was anything, spectacular, right? I don't think he was anything spectacular. Obviously, he have a lot of flair, but we know, sometimes flair alone is just not good enough, right? You have to have the total package, and obviously Eddie Howe doesn't think that he has it. And Newcastle is in the top four, and there's no thanks to St. Max. But again, I hate to say it, but once again, I am right. Because I've said it over and over again that this man is average at best. Demo come here and him tell me, oh, they're going to build this team around him. I said, Callum Wilson is better, right? And I'm not talking about individual, but for the team, what is needed and what Eddie, remember, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Callum Wilson with him when he did at Bournemouth?
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Columbus now Eddie
Right.
boy, man.
And if it's one thing, I don't really watch Eddie Howe a lot, but if it's one thing I see with him, he goes with his soldiers who him fight with before. All
Yeah.
them players they will run go back for and bring them over to do that.
Except Ryan Fraser, because I stopped playing Ryan Fraser because the
Yeah,
man is interested in the football.
man, they just not good, brother. But like like for everything, and again, you guys have spoke about Joe Linton at length, and how the man totally transformed that baller, right? But Saint Max is just an average footballer at best, and it's coming here.
All right, so now we're going to move on to Nottingham. Nottingham, boy, from summer till now, Chelsea alone can compete with them, man. And Nottingham has signed 30 players.
John Joe.
From summer till now, 30 players. And in this window, they signed Danilo from Brazil.
Wait, that are the Danilo Arsenal did link with?
Him same one. They signed Gustavo Scarpa from Palmeiras as well, both of them. They signed, yeah, this is the best signing them can ever make. It's like they
It's
just
good.
fit right into each other, the wood in the forest.
But so looking upon the list here, players where they sign. So it's not a bad list.
Except the last man.
Well, me not even they look so far because me tap on Navas. It's
They
not,
signed,
yeah, man. The list we keep them up, man. The list
they're going to stay. I honestly believe that they're going to stay up.
yeah, man. The list we keep them up, man. It's not a bad list, man. Because Shelby just more quality than just there Newcastle. That's just it. Right? We fit better in a team. Navas I go automatically go straight into the goal. And Danilo Goodley might start in the midfield because he's not
Nope.
you know think so?
I tell you, a good one on the side, and he hasn't started as yet because remember in the farm, they are Frula, and Frula has been playing magnificent. Even their captain, what's his name, man? I think his name is Yates or something along the line. I don't even remember. But yeah, him along with Scarpa and those guys have been balling. So left with no choice really. So if you look at that, it's going to be a toss up between Shelby, Danilo, and this dude named Mangala. It's tough, man, but it's a good headache to have. If I was Steve Cooper, a good headache to have. You have the players to fight for you and then go out and get them. So yeah. And in regards to Navas now, they had to sign a keeper. Because Rome alone couldn't work for them. I mean, Dean Edison out for about 2 months, I believe. So yeah, they had to get a keeper because, as I said, NEC, that man just not good enough, fam. So they really need a keeper, and they got no one. So all in all, although they signed a long list, good signings, but this man never needed, honestly. You never needed. So that one never made no sense. It could have gone to Everton.
Yeah, because if you yeah, whatever. Him can't turn when did they? When did they?
Out in the bushes. All right. Another team that needed players as well was Southampton, and I did go out and get some decent signings. I believe RCH was a decent signing. Alcaraz have a lot of time for this kid midfielder from Racing in Argentina. They signed a right back, James Brie. I mean, they really needed one as well because what Peter's up and down. I know that Livermore is out for a long, long while. Suleimana, I think this was a good pickup from Renault. I mean, he was good at the World Cup for Ghana, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he was good for them as well. So good pickup. I mean, he can't start for Renaya anymore again. So good pickup. And they needed a striker, and they went out and got Paul Onacho, who has been banging in goals of fun for Genk this season. And Genk is at the top of the Belgian league. Tottenham, Aja Karnat Danjuma from Everton. They signed Pedro Porro. I think this is a good signing for them, but I don't trust this man on wing backs because it is owned by Jed Spence and Tony Van Bug. And soon Bell, man left Chelsea gone at Tottenham. Weird. But it's one of those things. West Ham on the other hand, all the player they brought in was Danny Ings, and I mean, what, 18 minutes into his debut, he's out injured for an extended period of time. Wolves as well, they went out and they signed quite a few players. They signed Bob Cunha for a big fee because they're basically going to sign him on a permanent. They signed Lemina, who was in Premier League before. They signed Sarabia from PSG. They signed Craig Dawson from West Ham. And also Joao Gomez from Flamengo. Like this kid as well, similar to Danilo in a sense. So, yeah, that's it in regards to the transfer. Now that time away, so that's why I get straight into it. Earlier on today, Chelsea drew 0 with Fulham. And honestly, Fulham should have won that game. Can't say it any different. Fulham should have won that game. Had Bobby Reed been any good, they would have scored. Had Andres Paredes have a little bit more ball sense, they would have scored. And Mitrovic was just lost altogether. But Chelsea, I mean, people tell me, say, oh, give them time for them gel and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we get that. But what's the pattern? What's the style of play? And that's what I look for. We're not seeing none of that. You can tell, say, you can give player time for gel and all and stuff there, but if we not see a pattern of play, what we are going to go for? And Chelsea were absolute second best today for me. What you guys say? Anything?
I'll say this really quickly and let other people talk after that. I'll say one thing. There are imitators and there are originators. Chelsea, this current Chelsea squad is definitely an imitator. This like again, sitting down never just watching it like some never like football, I'm just a watching team. But the thing say it was just an absolute for me personally, going up against Fulham, hearing about how much money Chelsea spend and the amount of money for Fulham squad, right? There's so much money Chelsea spend in this second time frame versus Fulham whole squad. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, to me, Fulham did play the better football. To me. Obviously, I thought they got the better chances. And again, I don't know if there's some in-house rift between managers and players or something, but something is going on. Something not going on. Them
That
can't
look,
do this bad.
that look good. And I mean, if we're being honest, I want clear cut chance Chelsea really getting out of the one where the Fofana dude get when should I just simply beat the keeper again? Just take us extra touch, slap the ball in.
No, but Cavers get one too.
Hey, Tavares is not a footballer. Let's
No,
move on.
but he got a chance. You talk about chance. He get one
Yeah,
good
but Tavares
chance.
is not a footballer. We know him gonna miss it, brother.
No,
It's a
but he get a chance. Me not
it's
busy with my football or not.
Yeah,
going
he's a
We know we,
German.
to
we
miss it.
know we know he only good for clean shoes race now, but that's fine.
He's a German.
We know say only good for clean shoes race, but you can't let out the man chance. Come on, Mr. Host. Come on, Mr. Host.
Well, shatters me a while ago, you know, man. And say, yeah, but he's a German. Yeah, man, he did get a chances, but from the angle still, they're tough. Tough still, man. But now go kill him. But I mean, just want a striker. That's all I know. Havertz might be playing for Bayern next season. That's very likely. And I mean, if he goes to Bayern, he's going to bang in goals of fun. He must follow Werner footsteps, go on back home. Simple as that. But big up Fulham. Not going good. Now learn that. Honestly, As if I play some one-touch football today, I was like, yo, this looked like a real top team. I mean, I think it was in Chelsea, and around 5 Chelsea players around Willian, Kenny Tete, and another player. And the man literally one-touch them way through all of them, and I was like, damn, fam.
But to be honest, in the title race we are going between me and City right now. You know, say Fulham alone, me afraid of. Like me give City. Listen. Let me say it like this. If everything goes well, right, and Arsenal actually end up 8 points in front of City, me give City the 6 points and we are lead by 2. Zin, and the only team where me I look for hurt we are Fulham. Them me afraid of most than everybody else right now.
So in essence, you're saying that you're going to win every other game apart from the Fulham game.
No, me not say me I go win every other game. Me just say me I go lose to City 2 times.
Okay.
And City also I go drop points apart from picking up from me. So
yeah. So yeah, but may I say, so you're very out there saying that City are gonna drop points as well, but you're only concerned with Arsenal at the 2 City game them and Fulham. That is it. Nothing else.
What the 2 game and Fulham? Yeah, that me say me concern more about Fulham than anybody else. It no means me not think Arsenal are gonna lose one game. Me concern about them.
Why?
I'm concerned about them.
Actually play United 2 times already, man. So you get it.
Listen, you might not know, or maybe they hurt you, so maybe you know. You see, when you go on a Craven Cottage, they look sitting there where the people.
We were there. Remember, we were there.
Okay.
We got a late goal by Mr. Ganache. You forget.
Okay, so
all right.
So listen to me. You will struggle down there, and it's a London derby. You will struggle down there, and it feel no big. It feels a little feel.
I mean,
and you know, I mean, there's a bit of a method to probably Bones' madness. Cause you can just imagine Mitrovic a bully team 2 center half them. So you can't just William looking to get one over. You know, so maybe there's a method to madness.
Yeah, but even though my son far left or far right or whatever not, if we're being honest, there's no big side this season that Fulham hasn't given trouble. Every single top team they have caused problem this season, and initially at the beginning of the season, I have them to go back down, you know. That's when I say the man them playing at the league. But I say, yo, this is not like the Fulham we used to. Remember, I said Fulham used to just open the floodgate and say, yo, score for me. This Fulham, they're combative, and man, you see that dude in the middle, Joao Paulina.
I was just about to ask who for memory good, because I want to know if Santos gave him any minutes at the World Cup, because he is just immense for them this season.
Yeah, he gave him some minutes, but when it never mattered.
Hey, Demo is just a little top 4 convo go on my boss. So including anything, my boss. That's like a top 4 discussion as well. Nobody feel no way. But let's tell you.
Welcome, bro. I'm gonna go.
Yo, big up to all of the Monday man, and big up in the comment section. I actually wasn't here to participate in the top 4 conversation. I just overheard some nonsense, and I decided that listen, you know, so I just come in and wake up and think and come on, because we have a lot of great minds on here, you know. But the great minds, them it seems like the mind them no work when comes a talk. One bag of nonsense. Wait, no. One bag of nonsense about St. Max out of context. Nobody stopped the man and said to the man that, you know, say St. Max actually was injured while he was playing. Nobody stopped the man.
No, Dima, to be fair, I was going to say, but me did command, so me I didn't.
No, is he still injured?
No, he's not. He's just recovering from injury, and obviously, Almiron them a play good. The man can't just come back and take him game. So he's just recovering from a major injury.
Rubbish. The best player on the team walking on the team. Don't tell me no foolishness. The best player in the no matter
after suffering the injury where you suffer. How Sterling never just walk back in a Chelsea team and them
Chelsea not the best.
come.
I don't think Sterling is the best player on Chelsea team.
Boss, that's not how it works. You have to work your way back in and get your momentum back and
Demo, listen. The way, and this is, I'm only talking about the way you talk about a particular baller. The way you talk about St. Max, you said that Newcastle should build around him. Him should be the center of the Newcastle team, right? So again, if you are to tell me a baller who is the centerpiece of a team that come back from an injury and have a working way back in on the side. You can tell me in the Premier League, a baller who is a centerpiece, who are the big dog, and have a working way back in. No matter who are play good, if you are the big dog, you must come back in. You must come back in.
So all right. So you want me to name some ballers now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Name some.
All right. So you remember when name your boy Aaron Wan-Bissaka, right? Dalo come and take him game, and Dalo just a play. Yeah. Right? Dalo get hurt right now. And when Dalo come back, him can't just come take Wan-Bissaka game like that. May I tell you this right now? He's not just going to come and Aaron Wan-Bissaka is playing well, not great, but he's playing really well. I guarantee you he's not just going to come and just take the game after the injury.
Hold on the level. Demo.
Wait, no.
Hold on the Demo. I think your comprehension skills kind of off right now.
Yes, about baller. May I build up, boss? Me just start from your side.
What
and
Boss again,
boss. It's not Wan-Bissaka. It's Dalo. I'm saying Dalo got hurt, and him now go just come and take Wan-Bissaka game because of the injury.
Yeah, but here we're going to. Dimo, you said that St. Max just come back. You know, said this man come back from about early December. How comes on knowing can't get in a starting 11?
But because as I said to Kims, the man obviously Almiron them a play well. You know, just want to come and disrupt where the man them a do.
One name, Joe Willock.
Joe Willock could even start at one point and Joe Willock kick out a man out of side. Sean Longstaff couldn't even see the 11 and look at Sean Longstaff in the midfield. The man the game
boss, the point is the man injured, that's why I'm never play. That's
from
the whole
early December until no one can
Kems, wait now. Imagine Joe Willock keep out a man we're supposed to be the man where a team a build around out of the starting 11.
No, fam. You said Joe like a baller. Sean Longstaff a keep out that man. Longstaff.
Sean Longstaff and St. Max not play the same position, brother.
No.
Why not? Hold on. Let me just say this and make a point.
Sean Longstaff a keep him out. Yeah, they don't play the same position, but guess what Eddie would do? The man move Joelinton from out of midfield and push him at the forward line. So forward line, Joelinton actually play now left wing.
All right. All right. Let me just state this and we can move on. May I ask you some questions? Was St. Max before his injury a main part of Newcastle in the team? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
What do you mean no?
Yes, Stop the bias, Kems. That's true.
You ask me a question and you want to answer. So me answer no. No.
Kems, the truthful answer, Kems, is yes.
No.
You answered incorrectly, Kems. That's the problem.
It don't make no sense to continue the conversation. Because if we have a reason disingenuously, then
listen, Demo, it always don't make no sense to continue when you're on the other side of the fence. What I'm saying, right? You ask me about men. This is how I think about men. Men for me is if this player is not here, the team will crumble. That's a man for me. That's how I think about a man person. If this person is not present, the team will crumble. And again, we have seen it here, and hindsight at 2020, but me see it from way out. So I just think that St. Max player okay, but average football at best. Nothing to write home about. You tell me say, him can start in a this side there, or him with a star up Man United, or this and that. He's an average footballer at best. And I'm telling you, after this year, when Newcastle have, I promise you, you're going to move on from St. Max after this season. He's done for.
All right, so scrap the question Omega asked. May I make some statements? St. Max was a key component into Newcastle's team during this season. Zine, and that's facts. That's not opinion based. That's facts. He was integral into whatever Newcastle was doing. And I don't know if people remember shallow or short or whatever, but the Manchester City game was prime example of that. Lighting up the great Man City team and a kill once to Kyle Walker, whoever did it on the side. Integral to that game. One of the biggest games of Newcastle's season. Zine, the injury came.
Hold
and
on,
then
Demo. Hold on, Demo,
oh
because
my
every point you make, I'm going to offer a rebuttal, whether you like it or not. Again, when you point out, it's when you point out individual games, then I will come with another individual game. I watch Man City against Wolves. Man City against Wolves. I don't remember it. I must have 2-1 or one of them game. The Wolves win the game. I mean, I watch Wolves ball and remember, where I use the Man City example. And I'm watching Wolves footballers running all over Man City, killing the same Kyle Walker and company. So I'm saying, I don't want you to pick out onesies and twosies. Listen, if you're a footballer in the English Premier League, you're going to have a good game. You're going to have a standout game. But I'm talking about the consistency where you, Demo, come forward and tell me, say, this man is so integral in the team. He is not. He is more average than he is good. Out of 38 game football season, St. Max is more average than he's good. He's more bad than he's great.
All right, stick up in, because Kems raised a good point about, what the idea of a main player is. Levan, I'm not sure if you did watch Eddie Howe press conference after the Carabao Cup semi-final, when it was confirmed that Bruno Guimaraes, after him get the straight red, missing the next 3 games. You see how depressed that man did look? Bruno Guimaraes is a main man for Newcastle because he know how integral he is.
Bro.
So at the end of the day, what probably might hurt Dima more is that is a former Everton man gonna help take St. Max game. Which position Anthony Gordon play?
What?
Yeah,
we're not joke about the stream or what, man.
We're not joking. It's a legitimate
thing. Though, fam. For being honest, in part, St. Max was good for Newcastle.
He was.
But as I always say, my issue with St. Max is that, and it's like a lot of footballers that I know, do all the trickery, kind of like Antonio United right now,
No end product.
Well, Anthony better than St. Max.
That's where I'm going.
Don't you dare mix Anthony with St. Max.
Levan a break up. But anyways, when Grealish, wait no. You think a break up, Levan. When Grealish, Rafinha, and St. Maximum did their respective clubs, Leeds. Those are the 3 names you hear about, St. Maxima and Newcastle, Rafinha and Leeds, and Grealish, they are Aston Villa. Them that the name you hear about. So St. Maxima was carrying his weight at Newcastle.
The problem though, Sherwin, as I said with St. Max, is that St. Max do all the trickery, brother, but you see that final end product, brother, is lacking.
But boss, the man is not a Adama Traore level. St. Maximum beats players and drag players to him with free up space for other people. The man dribbling ability, the man was the top dribbler in Europe at one point. The man are doing part.
St. Max is just a rich man, Adama Traore.
Oh my lord! All right, yo, let's make a move on. The point we'll see.
That's your stuff. He might get sales still, though, man. For him, then go down to the garden and you see saying how they get game time.
He moving on summer.
Yes. My opinion would be that Klopp get him in the summer, get him into Liverpool in the summer.
Yeah.
That would be my opinion.
Okay, move on.
Sign him for Liverpool.
But, I wouldn't mind. Of course, I'd sign him to Liverpool. He's a top player.
Oh, don't worry. Chelsea will sign him first.
Yeah.
Bro, you're annoying. but let's go. Sherwin, you may start off with Everton against Arsenal tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. Dyche, your favorite.
Sean Dyche!
So, you look at this one. Arsenal, no matter what defensive setup they come against, they tend to always find a way to score. So, you look at this game, easy win, or you think that they'll give you trouble?
I think we know the approach that Everton is going to take tomorrow. A high-flying Arsenal team that I think it's only Newcastle so far in the Premier League has stopped us from scoring. It's going to be an interesting game because personally I do not think Sean Dyche have the bodies that he would need to basically be successful at Everton right now. I don't think he has those personalities within the squad right now
One
to be.
soldier I'm off.
Eh?
One soldier I'm off, and I'm soldier from Burnley, Tarkowski.
Yes, so you understand what I said? They're tough type of player there, you know? Like, we fight all day. I don't think Everton has some baby, Wobie and all of them, and the little boy and all of them things there right now. Right? But we have to remember, say, Everton held title chasers Liverpool nil all at down there this season. Previous title chasers, that is. So at the end of the day, man, I laugh. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting game.
Wait, Liverpool play Everton already?
Last year, you played them down at Goodison Park already, nil all. You know, remember?
This season?
Frank Lampard. Yeah.
Yes, this season, Demo. Yes.
Nil all. They're not Goodison Park, bro.
At 20 games gone at the season, and I've played them already. Remember
it's not just bad for you that you can't remember games.
Bro, honestly, I don't remember playing Everton.
Okay,
them on September the 3rd.
It's fine. But yeah,
Wow.
it should be an interesting. It should be an interesting game. It will be. I think it will be the same starting 11. Trossard pushing at the door for a start over Martinelli. I would probably give Martinelli a rest. I think he's a bit tired based on what I've been seeing. His last 3 games are so him not up to him full 100 best. But yeah, I expect Arsenal to continue playing how they are, playing very high line, dominating the game. So tomorrow will be interesting. I know Sean Dyche will set up his team to have probably a three line block, if not probably a 4-4-2 because that is his favorite formation. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. But at the end of the day, I think Arsenal still will have too much for them, and will come out on top.
Scoreline?
Scoreline, I'm going probably 3-0.
Oh, all right. Correction as well. 2 soldier have over there. But just remember, say Dwight McNeil a theme boy as well. So yeah, you have 2 of them over there now. Jason, scoreline?
I'd say 2. I'd say 2-0 in favor of Arsenal.
All right, Demo.
New manager bounce, Sean Dyche and Everton, but I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal.
All right, Kems.
Everybody in the comment section, on the can bet on a house, on an apartment, on a car. I'll tell you this: Sean Dyche is not getting 0 points tomorrow. It could have been 3, it could have been 1. Listen, I'm telling you something about opportunity. No, what am I laughing?
No opportunity because Arsenal have an opportunity.
Hey,
opportunity out of your mouth.
Sherwin,
Okay.
the boss already called for you and you already talked. I might time you know, right? Listen, Demo. Reason with me, Demo. Listen. I watch an interview, watch a podcast, right? Ben Foster podcast. And them interview Sean Dyche, right? The same thing in the group, but no watch it, right? But the man say, getting fired from Burnley was one of the most gut-wrenching things that has ever happened to him in his career. The man said right now, he has a point to prove. I am looking and I'm saying, what better way to announce your comeback in the Premier League with a struggling Everton side holding the league leaders to a 0-0 draw? That's what I'm going for, right? So those people, Valentine's Day come up, I know someone with broken thing, I will want to make a girl feel good. I would bet $1,000 on the draw. If you're brave enough, you can 0-0.
People here are going. You hear the keyword them use? On a broke. No, don't bother going on more brokenness. Keep on the money.
No, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at it and I'm looking at the Everton team And I know, obviously, when you look attacking wise, there's nobody out there that scream to you as hey. But again, remember, Lampard reinforcements around the back where the man get in. I remember what the brother name, but them brother they're around there. The two centre back them.
Cody
Yeah,
and Tarko.
Connor Cody and the next hombre.
And them same one get him fired.
I don't think of them getting fired. I just think Everton were just and Lampard was just over him. But looking at Sean Dice, and if you see the first image where you see come out, right? And I say things come out when people want it to come out. You see the Everton players never get training like this before. Never get training like this before. Sean Dice running from now till the morning, and I'm telling them bones. Listen, if I was a brave man, I would have bet 1-0 Everton. But Shonda is getting a point tomorrow. He is getting a point. I'm going 0-all Everton. You're not going to call me. You're not going to call me God.
We cannot hear this a story.
After this.
That game not ending in all, but let's keep it rolling. Brighton Bournemouth. Just want to score them because some of them game I'm not really able to get deep into. So Jason, scoreline.
The Zerbe Masterclass 3-0 Brighton.
Sherwin.
McAllister Masterclass Brighton 3-0.
All right, Demo.
Mitoma Masterclass Brighton 3-0.
Kems.
2-1, right?
All right. I'm seeing Brighton winning tomorrow as well. But talking about that, Demo, what kind of tackle that your boy fling pan Evan Ferguson the other day?
Which tackle?
Now the dirty tackle your boy fling pan Ferguson almost made the man out for a good while.
Bro, them call, you know what is Joe Gomez's name now in the space over England? Cardi G. Bro, I don't know what the man do. And you know what the worst thing? The Brighton game before that, Welbeck flicked the ball over the man. Danny Welbeck. Bro, me just over this, bro. Like, let's move on.
Rashford.
Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
But yeah, man, that same game the farm has mentioned it. I don't know about your players that are playing well, man, because even Fabinho, like, bro, Fabinho is not a footballer right now.
Mate, when I talk about Liverpool, let's go no man. The score line you want.
Bro, that's exactly where we're at. It's Wolves against Liverpool.
Oh, my bad. We want score line.
No man, can't talk next, man.
Listen, Fabinho is not going to be starting the game. And what make the thing worse, Bajcetic is 18 years old. Him come and me tell the world about him long time, but it is what it is. Him come and take the man game. And Fabinho just look like him no care. Like him no business. Him come on and make a cameo in the game for about 8 minutes. First of all, him should have get a red card for the stupid tackle. And the man try at the first touch him for try get in the game, he miscontrol. But him head just not there. So him now gonna start the game. The good news is that Darwin Núñez is back, and if me come on this and I'd say Darwin Núñez being back is good news, you're supposed to know I'm just over football right now, because I don't know what is happening at Liverpool. We've had 17 different hamstring injuries in 79 games. Everybody just get hurt. Konate, who has been one of our best defenders this season, he's out now for 3 weeks or whatever it is with a hamstring injury. Cody Gakpo come in at the worst time in a Liverpool team. Like, I look on the man and I'm like, bro, why live on there hype up the brother here for? Like, what is this? Like, the man just looks so average, but I give him time. May I work with him and may say, listen, it's just the space where coming to Liverpool right now. If we were flying like last season, challenging for a quad, him would have probably come in and look different. But right now we're just at an all-time low. The good news is that we beat Wolves 1-0 to a Harvey Elliott goal the other day, and probably we have a little thing for beating Wolves. So I'm going to go slight because Darwin Núñez is back. Gakpo can go and play his natural position and stop leading the line. Salah will look to, well, I can't even say bounce back because he's been it stats wise our best player. And yes, I'm going to go 2-1 because we're going to concede. So people can, whoever go bet can put that down. We're not keeping a clean sheet. So I think Matip might be back. So it might be Matip and Joe Gomez because Jurgen Klopp not really rate Nat Phillips like that, which is very weird to me. So 2-1 to Liverpool, mega go.
And last time check, you know, so Gakpo 1 game away from being 007. James Man audition.
Oh my gosh. Like the man play like me say, may I give him time and he's playing out of position. So
All right, Kem, scoreline.
It's a sad day in football when I have to come here and have to be the one bringing positivity to the Liverpool team. Oftentimes in football, when you're in a slump, you try to look for a team here and there where you can gain a confidence against, right? And I'm looking on the Liverpool team as Dimo say, Nunes is back, and I saw a little wording from an interview that he did, and he was saying that, you know, his second year at his last team was when him really start take off, right? And him know say him a go come good answer. So, I guess he's trying to motivate himself. And I'm going for a big scoreline this time. I think Liverpool players are going to come out, guns blazing, and I'm going Liverpool 4, Wolves 1.
oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wow.
Please remember that Wolves also signed Sarabia. So there's that too.
Watch out, Fabio Frano. Joker Fabio Frano lose the faith about nil all. When last we see Fabio Frano come here and take all them little score, nil all. Joker Fabio Frano, big up your side and believe in your side, boss.
All right, bro. Um, I think this game will actually have goals. I don't feel it in nil all though. But next game we're going to look at though is Brentford against Southampton. Just want to score and Kems.
For who?
Brentford Southampton.
Brentford 3-2.
All right, Demo.
Oh, James or Pro step on a liquor farm. I'm going to go 2-2.
All right, I think that's where I'm going as well. I think this game will end that draw. Southampton needs some points, and I think some of their signings will make a difference. So I'm going for a draw in this one. Next game, 10 a.m. Aston Villa against Leicester. Scoreline again.
2-2.
All right, Demo.
Aston Villa versus Leicester. That means he's at Aston Villa, right? Yeah. I'm gonna give Aston Villa the edge. 2-1 Aston Villa playing at home.
No, Danny Ings, big problems.
Well, they have
Why not
Watkins.
say they miss him though?
What do you mean them to miss him?
They don't miss him.
Watkins and Leon Bailey, brother. Bunny Ings never there start.
Ings
We
never
mean-
Ings
No,
stop
I
playing.
Step
know
on
he
the
wasn't
bench.
I know he wasn't starting, but him are the killer.
No, even when I come off a bench in our score either.
Under Unai Emery, Leon Bailey are the killer.
He's scoring, Leon Bailey. Other day,
Creating and scoring.
yeah, when last other day, I see my Wally made and I come out to the media and I apologize to Miss.
And then the
Yeah,
next
and-
game
and
after
the
that,
next
he
game
bust
is
the
score.
net.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Watkins and him are do it right now, man. But next game we're going to look at is United against Palace. United wants some revenge for that 1-1 draw. I mean, that dude, man, Michael Elise, baller, good goal, free kick in the last minute. But United at home against Palace. Palace without Zaha. How we see this one going?
What happened to
Right.
Zaha?
Injured.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I can't find a player on United who is not who doesn't look engaged, who doesn't look ready. I see even Martial come back from injury. He doesn't need any time to get back into the team. The coach knows say he is a staple. The coach knows say he is one of the best players out there, and he can deliver. No time for or need for get him back. No automatic start, and he looks good out there. And obviously, there's a great relationship between him and Rashford. I see them, going back and forth on Twitter and Instagram. So, I like the relationship there. I'm looking on the pitch all around: goalkeeper, defense, midfield, coach, staff, trainers, everybody, up, up, up. Right now, it's going to be a sad day for Crystal Palace. Worse, no Zaha. I'm going 3-0 Manchester United. Run Crystal Palace off the pitch.
All right, Demo, scoreline.
Well, I actually don't think Manchester United are going to run them off the pitch. I think that they're going to win the game. However, Crystal Palace is always a tough team to beat. um, and it proved from the last scoreline. I mean, the Olise free kick was kind of a stunner for get them a point, but Crystal Palace can they hold their own. And I know Zaha is going to be a big miss, but Eze, Olise, and these guys they have talent in the team that can do the job. I mean, I think Ayu just left them and gone, but I mean, I really I don't know what he
No, no,
offers.
no, 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 no.
What happened?
Different are you, man. The older brother gone Nottingham.
No, he's an Ayu.
Andre gone to Nottingham. Jordan is still at Palace.
Oh, I'm still there, Palace. Okay, well, yeah. So I think playing at home though, Manchester United should have the better of Crystal Palace. And so for FPL players, just full up your FPL team and Manchester United players. Oh,
Brother, can't
deadline
time
gone.
that FPL
But
can't change the inform.
yeah, but I mean, listen, they have a double game week. You want to full up your
You're
team of
hurt. You're hurt different.
your Brunos, your Rashfords, and obviously your Luke Shaw, who has been outstanding this season so far. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to Manchester United at home.
Hurt by hurt by that game FM because I mean FPL never get me make no pick, brother. So Kane is still my vice captain, so I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Hurt, brother. And I mean for tell me Russia should have double game week against Palace and must say Leeds and being a captain.
Leeds.
Brother, I'm hurt. I seen Steve Melpine, I said John was star.
Yeah.
Vibe thing. But Jason, it's a bit set to start tomorrow.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think even though Eric stated that after the one training session that him look fit, I mean he has been playing games a bit. He played the feature 24 times for Bayern, but I think Ten Hag has had a method to how he wants to introduce his signings. So I think he probably go with the same midfield of the two Brazilians and Bruno tomorrow. Aside, you say that Zaha is confirmed out, right? And you say that's the issue with Palace now because since the restart, Palace has had the least expected goals for in the league. They struggle to score, and without their main creative outlet, without their main threat, in essence, you wonder how are they going to trouble United? United's form at home, contrastingly, has been imperious. They have won 12 straight games at home now and looking to build back what was considered a fortress before. So I'm not going to necessarily say it will be a walkover because games tend to be tight when you play Palace. You might have that 1.5 game where it seems one-sided. I'm always reminded that first game by Ralph when United pressed for 1.5 and we thought that Ralph was the messiah against Palace. So but admittedly, it's not going to be a walk in the park, but I still think United will have some element of comfort. So I would say 2-0 in favor of United.
Is is the mood for Manchester United boosted by the return of Greenwood?
Hold on,
Or
man. This one that I'm gonna come one year standpoint. I already know them man standpoint already, especially Jason, but 1 year standpoint. As a rival looking in, would you say that he should come back into football or not?
if he must come back, I mean, listen.
And play back for Manchester United at that.
If he went to court and he was found guilty, who am I for saying him not to come back? I don't know. They obviously played evidence and all that stuff in court. I'm no judge or jury. Me can decide that. So if he got off not guilty, he's not guilty. So he should be free to play football. I mean, if England now go accept him can come to Jamaica because he have Jamaican roots. So if he now go play back for England, listen, reggae boys, call him up the Michael Antonio, let's go. I'd accept him right now, bro. So I can't make the decision if the jury said he's not guilty. That's why, if for me as a rival, I would not want to see Greenwood playing for like that man. Like I must say, I'm afraid of them man whenever them man they play against me. So as a rival, if on the bench man I run him away, I'd be happy.
All right, before we get Kim's and Jason view, I'm glad to bring that up, man, because me just I look as a regular man, right? Because obviously, me think him way more talented than Rashford. See, if me
Clear.
so what can I do with Rashford? Just they imagine what Ten Hag could I do with this nigga where basically this nigga is just different. Right foot, left foot, very good. So me just amazed at time myself. Why is it that United don't just make the right decision and go that? Yeah, people talk about because of sponsors and all of these things and the cut and that and all of these madness. But all right, Jason, why your
Wait,
standpoint?
don't make Jesus go yet. Because I want to ask you something before we close. Rashford, he post something on him status. Because you just mentioned Rashford, but time to look forward, don't look back. Like that was about Greenwood. Because remember when it just
It
happened
can
to
be
him, they
interpreted
post
two
something,
ways.
But no, because me I put two and two together. Because when it just happened, him they post something with him girlfriend, and I say yo take care or something like that. So I wonder if something not going.
Can be interpreted two ways. But first the story that he posted on Insta, there was a post that was on Twitter. On Twitter they kind of go more in depth versus what they post on Insta. So why? It's a two-way street. It can be in the
All right,
good and it could be that he just say, you know what? Let's bring him back in. Or let us
all right,
we don't know. So we're just
all right.
assuming right now. I don't know what it really means, but it is what it is. But Jis, what say you?
Boy, all I can say is United is in a very sticky position right now. There have been numerous reports confirming how half and half, how split the decision makers are and whether or not to bring back Mason into the fold. Personally speaking, I think what will work in Mason's favor is, of course, his undeniable talent and also the fact that he's been with the club since he's been 7 years old. Um, People also need to understand that we're not going to excuse what he did, of course, or what he supposedly did, or whatever. I know the evidence is there, damning evidence is there to suggest otherwise. But the same sort of thing that kind of killed Sancho in a sense with this whole mental health struggle is the same thing from his personal life that would have slaughtered Greenwood as well with the death of his personal friend. And things kind of skyrocketed after that. But at the end of the day, there's also numerous confirmation about him and I believe his girlfriend's name is Harriet Robson. The both of them still maintain a relationship, even after all of that. So
That they never left.
exactly, they would have never. So at the end of the day, it's going to come down to football in perspective versus the wider world and what is considered, I guess, ethical. As what you mentioned before about how things are perceived based on sponsorships. I know it's going to be further complicated by the fact of the impending sale, which I personally believe I don't think United will reach any conclusion until the sale is confirmed. But that's just me. It could work out differently, but in any case, admittedly, as a United fan, of course, I want him back, but also I'm really worried about the fact that it will not materialize because of just how much of a threat Greenwood would be under ETH in this team. I just think it would be plain out unfair, and that's why I feel it won't happen. That's why I feel it won't happen. It's just too good to be true, but I don't like to speculate. You can always put theories as to why or why not it should happen or whatever. I like to wait on the facts. So I guess allow the club to just conduct its investigation process and let's just see what happens to him from here.
All right. I deliberately left Kems for last because I'm sure that Kems want to chumps at the bits about these morality police that are on Facebook and Twitter and all around. So
I
go
mean,
ahead and chime your piece, bro.
I mean, listen. Again, I'll say this, and only can whether confirm or deny or whatever no one. A lot of stuff that we have done in the private eye if it was ever supposed to be made public, then probably wouldn't be as detrimental as him, but people would have looked on our way in a some way, shape, or form. Right? As Demo rightly said, me personally, I am not here to play judge or jury. That's not my role. Right? I believe as a young man, I believe that he should be given a chance. Right? Again, whether or not at Manchester United, again, that's not my call. Right? But I think, and again, as we get into, Black History Month and all that, I think as a young black man, and again, not excusing his actions, but as a young black man, I think we deserve another chance. We deserve a second chance. We deserve an opportunity to right our wrong. You understand? And the thing about the sponsors is a real thing because again, we love the football clubs and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's a business. And if you can remember when the liquor thing happened at Zip, and this person gone, Digicel gone, that gone, that gone. All of a sudden, Zip have to run out and say, all right, fire the girl who come on the thing, because she fired now, Fire her because guess what? Something have happened. So sponsors is a big thing, right? If I was Manchester United, right, and again, if it was some bug, if it was Harry Maguire, he'd probably gone. Right, and sad to see.
That's just a fact. That's just a fact.
Scott McTominay or Fred, probably not. Such a promising young man. This is what, if I was in charge of Manchester United, or if I had the opportunity to advise him, this is what I would do. First thing I'm doing, having a big meeting with my sponsors. Bring Greenwood out there. Allow him to apologize to the sponsors. Right? Because again, there has to be an element of accountability. So we must take accountability for our actions. Whether the case get dismissed or whatever the case may be. What we saw on the video is what we saw on the video. Right? So an action took place that wasn't supposed to happen. Right? So again, you come forward, and you can say whatever reason. Right now it's a mental health thing. You mentioned mental health. Oh my God, everybody feels sorry. Right? So you just say, hey, at a point in time, I wasn't good. I'm not excusing my actions, but I am please asking you, give me one last opportunity just to show you who I really am. Just to show you what I'm really about. I really love this club. I want to be a part of this club. I know it's very important. And again, at this point in time, we have to be as vulnerable as possible. When you're in the wrong, there is no this or that. You be as vulnerable and then allow now the due process. Because listen, after a while, brother, remember me tell you, people forget things. If Greenwood come back in the league, score 30 goals, nobody remember anything what happened this one. Right? I just saw it. I just saw the world. So I believe that the young man should get a chance. No, if he doesn't get a chance with Manchester United, I also understand that as well. Right? Because again, no players bigger than the club. And you don't really want, and I know as a club as big as Manchester United and a Burnley or Aston, or I don't want them side, like a Manchester United, you don't really want certain things be associated with it. Just like if the Apples of the world, the Microsoft of the world, if you hear about them like a situation, you don't want certain bad name be attached to your brand. But I think the young man deserves a chance, whether it be with Manchester United or not. I think he is too talented not to play football again. The man never, and again, I am not diminishing whatever he did. I think the punishment I'm getting of not playing football, being in the public eye, being known as a whatever them know him as over there in England, I think that has been a lot on a young man. Remember, this man, 21. Imagine me at 21 after I deal with the whole of this. I'm a rich millionaire and after I deal with the whole of this. I was the king at one point. Now I'm the villain. Everybody hate me. I'm my own fans. When used to buy my jersey now, sell no more. So I think it's a lot for him to deal with. I think Ten Hag just put him around him, come in youngster, and he just work it again and he just start at this one. But I guess we just have to wait and see.
So hold on, because might have to retract what I say. So him do it because me basically I go off of the fact say the stuff will come out. No go so.
Happen, man.
No, so what happened? What happened? I believe so. Them not tell. So the case was just dropped,
Yeah, because they said the witness.
So
The
when
witness,
me say,
the witness,
so when me say
they're
wrong
not.
then.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
you say wrong?
technically.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
only
so what
never
happened?
tell me that.
Alright,
Only
so what
never
happened?
tell me say.
There
Hold
was
on, me
a
take
video.
back everything you me say then,
There
brother.
was a video. There was a video and the picture, right?
Mm.
But in the video, you never talk. It's a voice note him that talking, so you could hear a green voice that on the voice note. Seeing. However, what
So
happened
it
is
was
that
him.
yeah. So it happened in
So him
January.
bust up our face and all of them something. Bro, me retract everything I just say. I'm born Greenwood, brother.
But here what
But
happened?
born Greenwood, brother.
No,
No.
Me not
Listen what
support
happened.
that in a no
Listen what
form,
I'm saying on
shape,
bro.
or way.
Listen what I'm saying on the farm. All right. As Kim's rightfully said, it happened about the January, I believe. January or the December. One of the two. Me remember, but it's either December or January that happened. Zane. And then by April, the girl will retract back every statement.
yeah.
No,
Demo. Okay.
Yeah,
no, what you know?
but
The same girl that was victim in this situation still maintain a relationship with Greenwood.
Them.
yeah, but
Mind you,
wait.
we're not condone what I'm doing.
No, but
However,
you know them woman, the brother.
No,
You
Demo,
know
you
them
can't say
people in
that.
abusive
Demo, no.
relationships. You
No, but
know.
Demo, you can't say that, like, right? So you can't come forward now. Again, this is what I'm saying. You can't play judge, jury. I'm not gonna be no ethical police.
No, but
I'm
me
not
just ask you no,
morality
and then they
police.
say him guilty.
No, but I'm saying, me not gonna come here so and say Bun Greenwood. Again, if she not throat, me not vomit.
all
Right?
right,
You know I do that.
that's my
That's just
standpoint.
not my role. Whatever you do, listen, and again, Demo, may I tell you, there are things I probably know you, but in your friend circle, in your family circle, there are probably things that happen probably with mommy, probably with daddy, where you never be able to see. So again, you can't talk about and things just
Yeah,
happen. But this just happen for us come out publicly. And I'm
yeah, and
saying,
that's the point. It's public
no,
now.
no, but again, you have to deal with it with the same grace as you deal with other situations.
Them they
Like,
never come out.
Good point, because Demo, the thing what we're trying to bring across, how would you have reacted if it was your family member in this case? Remember that we can always have a stiff or stagnant sort of
Bro.
point of view when we're not in that position. See?
Better on never did tell me say the man do it. No,
Yeah,
more
all right, he did it.
change.
But guess what? Then they decided to drop all the charges from, and they even went as far as said there were new evidence afterwards. They didn't state what it was, but they said that new evidence came to light that they couldn't else but drop it. But what me I bring across is that him and this girl got through, because I think he has been with this girl since he was 15, 16, I think. It's a good while now since them attack. No, she decided to bypass that, put them still together, because he even breached the bill the other day when they did go back for him because she see. So him and the family cool because allegedly him and mind them. That's what is going around. So him basically take care of them. So with all that being said, him do that, and as Kim's rightfully stated, if you don't make it a United, cool. All more want to see is this youth play
man
football.
never play football.
If I feel
Again,
left England, just left England and go on our next country, just go play football.
Let me just end with this. All the females in the comment section, I disassociate myself from Mason Greenwood. I don't support that in any way, shape, or form. I'm Bun Greenwood. All right? Good.
And
So-
again,
Me
it's your
never
point
know
of view.
say,
It's your point
never
of view.
know say, me the actually think say the stuff them will come out actually I never him, and that's why the thing drop. Because
So-
me stop follow it after all the what me did see and
So
whatever.
question, Nemo. So you can't want the best for your baller, but condemn the actions when do.
No, but that was before I knew this.
No, I'm asking you
that's
now.
why I say burn him
you
now.
know. No, you're born it. So I'm saying, why can't you? Why can't you? Again, we're all imperfect human beings, and things some worse than others. However,
Yeah,
I'm
but me
saying,
believe in punishment now for what him do is for don't play no more ball.
don't play no
That
more.
deserves.
So you
that's a
believe at this
punishment.
hold on. So you believe at this juncture, his football. Listen, he's still with the woman and everything, and you believe his football career at 21 should be done because of one video where you see.
Yeah, one video
Um,
became public where she, the
McKenna
same
can't
one where him
understand
there
that,
with,
bro,
the
listen.
same one where him there with, she
Yeah.
put it out.
Yes, okay,
So
sure.
obviously, Kems, you know this, brother. You have a podcast about
Alright,
relations. So you know woman with trapped in an abusive relationship and now want let go. You know all of them dynamics here, bro.
I have a
So you
question
know,
for
say,
you, Demo.
yeah.
Now that happens. See? Now you have this youth. Random youth. No. You don't know me, no. So in commit a crime, I'm about 19-year-old and thing like that.
Yeah.
Go to prison, go rub time for about say a 2 year or a 3 year. See?
Yeah, him serve him time, him good. Forgive him and move on.
Okay. So are you saying
Him not
that
serve no time, and that's why me say
one
him need
full,
some
you know what
punishment.
1 full year worth of football is?
The man, bro.
Brother, that 1 year out of football can literally done in career now, cause we not sure if Green will go come back and come
But
back and play.
the man never there jail or nothing. The man in
But
the
why
backyard
does
and kick ball same way.
But Demo, why does he need to go to jail in order to learn a lesson? Listen, which part of our brain there why we feel like say jail is equivalent to learning a lesson? Why? It doesn't necessarily have to happen to that. Listen, okay, your mother beat you and you learn. My mother talk to me and me learn.
Yeah.
Different
The
methods.
punishment can be different to get the same outcome. What really they are talking about, brother?
No, but
hold on, Demo. The man is 21 years old, brother, and you are saying his football career should be over. Absolute garbage. Give the man time for be better. Make the man be better. We can't say, I don't like the man shoot nobody. I don't like the man kill nobody. I don't like an attempted murder.
What? That's the equivalent of the law of the land. You abuse a woman, serve your time. That's all me say. Don't equate it to my mother beat me, so me learn, and your mother talk to you. The law of the land. So that's an opinion. The law of the land is if you do this, you get this.
The law of which
so
land?
Stuff like that.
The law of which
we
land?
mean England or whatever, wherever you go, if somebody report domestic abuse, no jail time you get.
No,
watch it now. I go back with the same thing.
not?
I mean, I don't need to turn this into this, but it I got turned into it. So Dim, all right, this again, random guy commit the crime, just gotta kill somebody. So it's known that he did it. The evidence is there to suggest that he did it. However, the witness that was supposed to come forward decides to them are gonna pull out and then now go show up for the proceedings. No, that same person, right? Then basically they lock up for about a year. So a year until them go through the trial and all them stuff there. Now the witness decides that they now go turn up. Now, as we say now, it's known that he did the crime. Now after I rub that and all of that, he come back and he say, yo, you made a mistake, sorry for what happened, blah blah blah. Are you saying that same man should just go and go serving time?
No, that case is different.
It is the same
because
thing,
they said the man because they said the man lock up in a jail while the year and something they passed.
So
Mason Greenwood was at home playing ball in a backyard same way. For me, it don't seem like him serving a punishment. Not playing football is not a punishment, because they're home still.
Demo, again, you cannot say that because then you are talking for Greenwood. Yeah, like you are putting yourself in the shoes, and I say, well, if I did me and we get banned from that, then that not coming like a punishment. That could have probably been the worst thing ever happened to this youth. For something where I'm love just get taken away from me. I can tell you something, and again, I always have to equate it to real life experiences. Listen, if me not allowed to go outside, go play with my friend them, and we get locked up in my house because of punishment, that worse than if I get beaten every day. Again, the punishments are just different. But again, Demo, we can't the righteous so again. We can't the righteous so and again want to say, oh well, hey, forgot jail forever. Oh well, when
yes we can though.
And guess what though?
Tell me, you tell me because of the law of the land came. So you tell me what's the punishment. You tell me, since me don't know, what's the law of the land for when something like this come out? What's supposed to be a punishment?
If we're going to
tell me, say you can't go jail then if you don't know.
If we're going to go into the technicality of it, it's the law of the land. Seeing it's every law that is put or set forward by government. You follow?
Not only that.
That's another point. The point is, it thing simple, ask me just to ask. Zine me just to ask. If you do crime A, and based off the law of the land, does it require a punishment?
But you don't know. But Demo, you cannot tell with
once it's proven. Once you're tried and proven guilty, yes.
Exactly.
But you're tried and you're proven not guilty.
There is no.
But you wouldn't tell me say never get proved not guilty. That's the whole point.
I shouldn't basically throw the case because
the case was not tried. The case was
It
not
wasn't tried
tried.
because they said that there wasn't enough substantial evidence to
So they throw
prosecute
it
him.
up. So they throw the case.
Yes, but Uno now come and tell me say Uno know say him do it.
Well, the
Then
video was
yes.
there.
So we
Like that
talk
though.
now as a podcast, as a show, and I say what for happen for our opinion.
Yeah,
Now that
and
way I
that may
do.
I say no, but remember that you go back to your original statement and you say not going to come here and be a judge or a
No,
jury.
but
So
that's
that's
before
what
me
we
did
know what
know.
we say him versus that, you know.
Boss
But,
Bun
but
Greenwood.
the key thing that Kim's mentioned, and I think no, Jason mentioned it first. Well, look at it. That 1 year could be a major punishment. Remember, you know, again,
It
the
could.
man just lose the closest person to him. So that you got through a mental breakdown. They say, you know, football was your way and means to come out of that because mental blockage for a little bit. No,
So that means say you bust up your woman face.
Limo, again.
Nobody's condoning that, fam. Why do you
That's
get
why you
that?
don't want him to get punishment if you not condone it, bro.
I
He
think he
get
has
the
been
punishment.
punished. So
You
listen,
cannot.
again.
That no. All right. So let me say
Limo.
this then. That punishment is not harsh enough for me
Wow, why is it not harsh enough for you? Why?
because
You're not even
time
know said the man
away from the
anything.
game you love.
Listen, you're not even know said the man did anything. You were ignorant to the whole situation, and now you want to oh for God jail.
Yes,
Go do
because
some more reading, man. And go do
no,
some more.
Why am I for do that when you just present the evidence?
Well,
Like
no, because
why am I for do that?
again,
Now the facts change, my opinion change.
oh, interesting.
That happens all the time. Exactly. You say that on this podcast regularly.
Interesting.
The facts change, so opinions change.
Yeah, interesting.
With more information, eh? With more information,
Exactly,
my
with more
opinion is
info.
subjected to change.
Where
There's
have I
a
heard
lot
that
of that
before?
done from Kims. A lot of that is done from Kim. So I'm just adapt that mindset.
Yeah,
So
be
what's
a
that?
short term job, the money I get.
No,
What's
but
that?
I just say, like, bro, I'm not think it harsh enough.
Yeah,
And
but
you can say to him, him take with the thing him love the most and him learn him lesson. For me, that's just not, that's like,
but
you play too much game. I'm gonna take away your game for a week.
Okay, what is harsh enough? And for God jail for the rest of his life. That's harsh enough for you.
No, not for the rest of his life. That's why I want to know the law of the land. If that requires 3 years in prison, you'd serve your 3 years.
Suppose it said no jail time but probation. Then that's good enough for you?
Whatever the law of the land states. That's why I may mention the law of the land. I don't know exactly what the
you
law
think
of
that
the
the law of the land can be harsh?
Of course. That's why you don't do and break the law of the land rules.
Well, the law of the land also states that if you are not proven guilty, if the case is thrown out, then you are a free man. That is what the law of the land states.
Okay, all right. Go on, go play your ball then.
At this moment in time, Mason Greenwood is a free man. Whether I play
All right, go on, go play your ball then.
And that is exactly what you've been trying to establish. Is not that the fact that it equates innocence. The man is free, so what kind of further punishment?
All right, fine. So Mason Greenwood, law of the land, on the basis of the law of the land, go play your ball. For Demo, morally and ethically, Bun Greenwood.
That's how you're
cool. All right.
Look at
I don't mind you to take him back and score a trick by you.
Look at all of these, and Manari drift far from it. But look at this big case we're going to Jamaica with all the Klansman them and thing. All of them man they are about to get off. Why? Because the prosecution basically botched the case.
You know what? You really want to say, so you know why the case they ban them something they drop games?
We don't know.
Why they what you mean you don't know where you come from Jamaica?
We won't get into it.
Bro, man, don't stop act like so a neophyte to this thing, brother.
Let's move on. Late game tomorrow, Newcastle West Ham. We'll see that one finishing.
1-1.
Bruno G out of this one. Newcastle West Ham.
Newcastle West Ham, okay.
Oh, Jared Boyne start play football again. Just saying.
Newcastle draw a lot of games this season. I know so them they high up the table, but them a draw a whole heap of game. Isaac is back, so I'm going to give them the nod. I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
Alright. Yes.
For me, I'm actually going to go against the current and predict a 2-1 win for West Ham, actually. I just think without Bruno G, the midfield battle will be too much. And I want to put this out there for all the United fans. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm going to tell you as it is, or based on the information that I have received, that the top three midfield shortlist for the summer is Frankie De Jong, Jude Bellingham, or Declan Rice.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, that
you just name two bugging at that. Why would you want the baller when never want to come to Manchester United in the first place? You love rejects.
Because Ten Hag want him, it's as simple as that.
Oh, brother, do better.
why,
And
why would
then
you aim for somebody you can't get either?
and then
Jude Bellingham.
What do you mean?
Declan Rice, what you want him to come, they come do. A drop thing.
Listen to me. I personally believe that if Frankie De Jong continues to stay at Barcelona, he's a madman. That's just my personal belief. But the reality, take the emotions out of it. The fact of the matter is that with his technical ability, his prowess with progressive dribbling and all of that, he is an immediate upgrade to this United midfield. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The reason why I write off Jude Bellingham is that Jude Bellingham look more likely to go to like a City or
So
a Real Madrid. I
would
don't
you
have
write
my
off
mind
Rice
around that.
then? Why wouldn't you write off Rice? Rice gone to Chelsea
No,
already.
I ideally don't want Declan Rice. And based on how I see the landscape of how Declan Rice would also be a madman to want to go to Chelsea. Based on how the landscape at Chelsea and them signings and them structure is right now, I'm not necessarily saying that I want Declan Rice because actually I don't. Levon can tell you a youngster that I pinpointed just today that I would have wanted from the Dutch league. So I don't necessarily want Declan Rice. I don't think he's the answer to United's midfield. I don't think. I'm just telling you what the club thinks and who is on the short list. It's as simple as that.
Unicorn meat. Let's move on.
Nottingham against Leeds.
2-1 Nottingham.
Oh, Rodrigo is out.
Yeah.
2-all. Although he had to dip on some form still, but 2-all.
Leeds have to get as much points as they possibly can from this game because they have back-to-back games against United coming up next, so that is full 0. So I would say a draw in Leeds. Draw, yeah, 1-1.
Why you shaking the head, Demo?
It's just very annoying to hear confident Manchester United fans talk. It's just very annoying.
Bro, this is how it felt when you guys were doing good. And I have to come here and sit down and listen to you.
No, but at the same time, it's so pleasing for us. It's so pleasing for us. No, it's so pleasing for us to hear the silence of Liverpool fans as well. So, potato.
And it's so pleasing to see that you're annoyed. We love it. We want to get back to the stage that you hate us guys again. So, yeah. Last but not least,
let me see where you guys end up at the end of the season before.
Let's see where you guys end up.
Hey,
no, we can't see them. That's the point.
Don't make
the season are done. The season are done. That's what they said. That's what they said 2 seasons ago when we had all those injuries and we finished 3rd.
Oh my God!
No, 2 seasons ago when we had all the injuries and we lost 6 games straight at Anfield and defenders, 25 different partnerships.
You forget the big talk, Levon. Remember they winning the Champions League. You forget.
Oh, that's also a possibility, of course.
Bro. And anyway, Demo. So I remember in October, Demo, you were this close. How close are you now?
No, man, it said what here, man. It said not again.
No, Kim's never on the show. No, I was just very depressed about what was happening, but I would be a madman to and I was make a public apology to Klopp. Me kinda what the word like when you appreciate stuff. The word not come to me right now, but I never really
ungrateful.
Yeah, I was being very, very ungrateful throughout that period. And so I apologize.
Alright. And last but not least, Tottenham against City on Sunday.
The last time I said 5-2, gonna laugh and kiki, and it was definitely 4-2. Right now it's gonna be 3-0 Man City. Tottenham no good, brother. Tired of them. 3-0 Man.
Wow.
Conte.
Spurs actually.
Listen, it's a Tottenham. I believe it's Tottenham yard. Tottenham Hotspur has had 4 straight wins against City now. At the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium without even conceding a goal. So I would want to. No, my instinct is telling me that City will win. I want to have all the confidence in the world that City is going to get the result tomorrow. But when it comes to Tottenham and Man City, I don't know. Pep Guardiola just have. I don't know. There's just something with Tottenham when it comes to Pep.
Exactly.
Go on. City time to go up on them run. You know, so every time I want season I go up on them run. I feed them time now. So
yeah, that is.
Remember that content not going to touch line either. You know?
No, yeah, because he's out due to medical reasons, and at the end of the day, City will use that as motivation to tell themselves that, listen, I mean, Arsenal are play Everton. You expect them to get the 3 points there, so we cannot afford to lose any more ground in the title race. So this business end of the season is normally when you start to see City go on them runs, as what you mentioned. And as I say, my instinct is telling me that City wins the game. So I would go 2-1 in City's favor.
Right.
Like Reggie today say, I think Spurs are a bogey team for City. Remember from years back now in the league and in the Champions League, them knocked them out. Like something just always happen with these two teams. So and they just signed him name Pedro Porro or whatever I want name. So that's a decent signing for them as well. One of the better creative fullbacks there. But City will do the job. I think City will do the job. I mean, they lost Cancelo, which was very weird to me that they let him go. But I think they'll have enough to do the job. I'm going to go 3-2 Manchester City.
Hey, I'm really rate with Pep. As soon as a player start act up out.
Crazy.
Out. No matter where you be, out.
I personally like it.
Cancelo vex because you don't start a game. Look how much stars over there. You be out.
Not because I want not because I want game still though, It's a build up because I'm saying Dudley start him, so that's what I like about Pep. And the man say you get too old and him say you're not suit him no more.
Yeah.
Leave my side, man. Rico Lewis just come in and kick where walk and cancel a foot.
Out.
It will work out. It will work out for Pep in the end of Man City because Bayern have the option to buy for 70 million. So that's an easy figure.
Brother, me and you know say Bayern not pay that.
That man say me never see Bayern spend no big money buying nobody yet. The
last man Bayern spent big money upon was Lucas Hernandez, and I realized he's injury prone. Bayern now go back that road, brother.
And how much them get him for?
Whole heap, more than that.
80 million. 80 million.
Wow.
He's a record signing for a reason.
The reason I'm saying to you is because they need a striker, so I feel that Bayern more than likely will spend on a striker somewhere more than a wing back. But let's keep it rolling, man. Long time no see fantasy. All not going. Let me hear that.
Who is not leading anymore?
It take a brave man for not even there in the top 20 and I try to show somebody for not leading.
I don't show, but just to point out the facts.
That's all right. I believe at the end of the season.
Zoom in more, I can see it clearly.
When the fourth?
I believe at the end of the season. All them people here, wap.
All right, so yeah. There's
what? What you two judges, man, them? What up?
Show me Demo there. Go down to the bottom.
Look how far the man up the scroll for buying Demo.
Imagine, we'll look out for Demo this week, because Demo make him pick them, Me no make
yeah, man, I'm gonna make a climb this week.
Yeah, man, and see me still there 14, 12, 5. Say all in all, I'm not going bad because even though I missed a couple of weeks and Kim same way, Kim also Kim's missed a couple of weeks. Boy Tyrese, Chevron do it, boy Tyrese the right so.
You see, like how Manchester City are gonna make them run. My run start now. I told you guys this isn't a 100-meter dash.
When there.
He was saying
Wait, how me
gamble
get a
for
red arrow? How me get a red arrow?
Adrian
Yo,
Wilshire pass
click
him,
on the
and
side, then let me see what happen.
the man get 3 points, brother. You get 1.
Idiot Mudrich, you know, brother. I don't know how to put the man on my side for you know, brother. I just say I go take a differential and get Mudrich. Watch him. What, him get a point? I think him get 0. Christ, man, come
Yo,
off
the man
half
really
time.
pick music, you know, brother.
The man full up inside a Man United players, you know.
you know, see man tell you,
Yeah.
he told you.
Double game week. That's it. And I had Rodrigo,
Yeah,
and they
that's
have to
some sorry,
sacrifice some points. Because Rodrigo get hurt right after me get him.
Danny Ward in a trouble in
Kish
the
need
goal.
Kish need to step up to man. Go
Who?
on, Kish.
She a drop, man. She probably
Yeah,
never make the
because
changes either.
A big
Double game week, the two United players, man. The two United players shouldn't be captain and vice captain.
brother, I heard someone I get from and picks them this week, brother.
So
Because-
once he came side too, you know. Once he
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is a sure
brother.
man against Leeds.
We
Yeah, I'm
have
sorry,
who
some
that?
of them picks them, brother. I'm gonna definitely take out this man.
I'll never on team that, brother.
Oh.
My side this man.
What? Man, draft me to him quick.
No, man,
no,
him have me to him for a minute.
The Japanese samurai.
Once he came side, you know, most
Watch
of
big
Willian.
side. Watch big
Willian.
side. 33.
Willian.
Boy said good
Big
this week.
side.
Why am Salah still?
Why you still have
Something wrong
Salah,
with
bro?
Ken.
What is going on?
Don't worry yourself.
You definitely are gonna drop, bro.
No, man, Kems, I
Salah.
went last year change your side because Salah now go out not me say a while
Yeah,
now.
this weird doing now. This man hate this man so much. And look at
No, because Ward Pros are fly under Nathan Jones, man.
yeah, but that probably take, me personally that take out this man.
No,
Salah and the man of him as vice captain too.
Hold on. So hold on. Let me understand your logic here, so. Let me understand your logic.
Yeah.
Rashford have a double game week, and you choose to captain Haaland playing against Spurs.
Yeah. Yep.
Why you do that?
Judge and even vice captain the man not giving her.
Brother.
And the man have a double game week against teams who him sure for score again.
There's a reason he's up there.
Me the fourth,
There's a reason he's up
You want
there.
to take advice from you? You're crazy around team. You ever said that, brother?
No, but me just a ask. Like, why you that choose Haaland over Rashford when one have a double and then?
Listen, man, not take captaincy from Haaland. That man is still a captain.
Yeah, but
right.
But when I said about when I said about Kim, so I never give Rashford the vice captain since they have double week. Makes sense in a brother, cause
Now you tell say Kim's not touch that side in a week, so me not ask you that.
But if you change the vice captain, but forget. But
all right.
Merit man, something I get for change my side, brother. Come well want even sacrifice me. I go sacrifice one of them player. Cause one match look like him want go back in a April, you know.
Hey, Demo. Salah, 2 goals and an assist. 2 goals and assist.
That's a friend.
Right now, Salah might not even start the match tomorrow. Yeah, talk about 80 points. They will consider to start because of his poor, struggling form. They might think to start Harvey Elliott over which part Salah plays, so you can stay there.
Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, right wing.
Gentlemen, any final thoughts on any sporting topic? So yeah, let's start. Jess, your minute.
I'm actually liking the fact that Chaka and Field is back. I actually saw what's her name? National record holder in I hurdles. I actually saw Brittany the other day. And I was talking to her, say, she's feeling good, looking forward to.
Let's say actually.
Box said,
yeah, man, face to face, man.
Brother,
Face to
I ain't
face.
not get the number for me,
No,
brother. Call long
me
with it.
spot, me spot her up on the road, man. I never have my phone on me. So but
Fuck, send now
she,
move good with the brother.
So Boxhead,
no. Tell you,
so Boxhead, hold on the
every
Boxhead.
time.
Hold on the Boxhead. You expect us to believe that you saw Brittany Anderson on the
No
road
picture.
and you stop her and nothing where I love
Why not?
I
Why
love
not?
I love front page, so no
Why
pictures,
not?
no no
Not that mess.
no
That
The,
Boxhead.
mo-
mess.
the,
Me
mo- the
never
money
have.
up on the front page in the ads.
No Boxhead. Yeah. And then your nice
Don't be
suit and tie
don't be
box.
don't be Josh Carl now.
So,
Don't be Josh Carl now.
yo,
Don't be Josh Carl now.
Jason,
Yeah.
they look behind her.
Then no must. Always. Always. Always.
Yeah.
It's as pronounced as ever. I proclaim, I put my hand and I proclaimed over that the world record is hers this year.
That
Wait,
is
you
She
still not
looking for
talk about
12.
tracks? I'm
She looking
confused.
for 12, 15. But anyways, yeah, looking forward to see the track and field season back. These 60 meters. Elaine looking impressive. I saw Karsten Warholm open in the 400. Sydney should be opening in the 60 meters with Sharika soon. I'm not sure the date. Can't remember the date.
not tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I think so.
You know, say tomorrow. I think tomorrow for true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, I'm looking for an exciting season. Budapest World Championships loading this year. Looking for some more string of impressive performances, and just a shout out to the best coach in England at the moment, Eric Ten Hag, continue rising.
You need for all the scholars though. But anyways, Kebs,
Huh?
Kebs, you heard me there.
Not that you say they got do, man. If United they win the league, well,
Yeah.
how you go beat a Ten Hag, man?
Anytime I win the league, my shine man. Until then, I'll never keep this. Kebs, you're a minute.
Uh, so listen. So Fatty Boom Boom, Tina Clayton, looking like a heavy drum. Don't know what's going on over there in the MVP camp. But again, I won't doubt the goat. Probably have something planned
Frano!
getting some weight on. But Frano big and spoiled. She was supposed to run the 60 meters and they had some delays. Man just pull
With
all them.
Alien, yeah.
Man pull every single one of them and say, "Oh no, come." I see what she named there. Brianna Liston run a personal best. 200 meters indoors. So that's good. Who else must see?
Your favorite girl.
Ilian May, Sherika Jackson May, Abby Steiner. The American said, listen, hey, there's no more collegiate season going on, so there's no more, oh, she burned out, oh, she tired. She come in full steam ahead. So all those in Jamaica who, allegedly, took something for their teeth and things they them toothpaste and all them little something they yet no matter how much things you take, Abby Steiner is coming. And listen, I'm going to obviously the track show when the track show start, I'm going to have some nice interesting theories and results coming up. But I don't think Abby Steiner, I think she run a world lead in time for the 400 meters already, right? And
Twice.
we are just in January, February right
Twice
now.
should do it.
Yeah, so serious business right now. So look out.
Alright. Man to close the show. Timo.
Quickly, LeBron James is on the verge of greatness. Shout him out. Obviously, one of the greatest players to ever grace the game of basketball. Big him up. That's a big feat, getting the scoring title. So probably about 3 more games. I think he needs 53 more points or something like that. I don't remember. So shout out LBJ. Shout out to Ja Morant leading the Grizzlies to a lovely. I mean, I think they lost
They lost Saturday night,
6.
boss.
So
Last night.
no. They lost actually 7 out of the last 8. So they're actually trending in the opposite direction, but they're still second. And I guess them just a trucker right now, and I know wait for get there. So he's 11th in scoring. in the league. So he's
11th.
doing. He's great.
Nah, you
He's
come and start
proving
talking
himself.
about
Hold
11th.
on, the boss. One tip, brother. Remember to use a minute twice. Shout out to Ja Morant. Doing his thing. Leading the
11th.
Grizzlies really well. Also shout out to Rock Attack, another regional season. Raheem Carnell again demolishing Jamaica and taking another 5 wicket haul. He just does what he does. West Indies will be playing Zimbabwe, and he's here in a regional cricketer play because they're discriminating against his weight, and they didn't call him for the West Indies team to play Zimbabwe. But I say it go, fight against the man, but you can't keep a good man down. So big up yourself, Rock Attack. And also Craig Butler. Like, bro, this whisper thing, brother. Like,
Yes, I know I don't get the gist of it.
oh no, the man lying, boss. Bro,
What going with it? Because I know I don't get the gist of it.
boss. You remember everybody, the Observer broke the news. Whisper, KC sensation,
Going to Newcastle.
going to Newcastle on trial.
Uh-huh.
Fast forward 2 days after, the under-21 coach for Newcastle. I have no idea about no trial. No, Deshaun Richards. Like, what? The man have no idea about the so-called trial that's supposed to happen. It broke the internet. Like, everybody else says, so what go on? Apparently the trial is supposed to be the 6th or the 7th. So we're looking to see. So Craig did a show on his YouTube channel. The title was Whisper to Newcastle, and then I talk to the Phoenix baller, them and rate it. Big show. Then when the news broke, say the Newcastle man don't know nothing about to something. The video get taken down. So we're like, bro, so why you take down the video of the thing and him going to Newcastle and whatever? I mean, he's in England right now, with Kyle, and we see them at train and him post up video about him have trial and whatever. But is it Newcastle right now? I'm not sure. We don't know what the truth is. Man, I take down video to Newcastle coach. I say him don't know what go on and all of these things. And for me, it's just reminiscent of when them say Kyle they signed for Dusseldorf.
Yeah,
With
man,
nothing
that,
like
Kyle with it. What, 99 assists?
yes, boss. It is just so reminiscent. And for me, Maria Whisper, I just don't want to see the man go down the road the way
Just
Kyle
know
go.
the youth taking time and go up the ladder, man. And bother what the bag of lies them from. Because me, I see the YouTube video them from the other day, brother, about work off me away stuff, and I had time for watch him, and then it's like me end up in the day hours now, me get the time. Forget about them things from. So yeah, me see the news, but me never know really what going. But separate apart from that, brother, West Indies really feel something have time to get up 3 o'clock and watch them.
I mean, in truth and in fact, this game against Zimbabwe, it doesn't really affect us in terms of our ranking or anything. So you don't have to watch it. It's just a game. The one against South Africa.
Brother, come on, bro. We love cricket, so you know no matter what, I watch cricket.
Well, me now wake up 3 o'clock.
Me now get, brother. You know what time I see that match? About 9 o'clock. And so when we wake up 9 o'clock to see that, a time for go watch United play. So me now the time for watch it tomorrow.
So wait, so you're gonna skip the Arsenal game? The Arsenal game at 7:30.
Probably skip that one day, First right now,
yeah, but like I say, boss. I mean, it now affect your ranking. The South Africa one is the one that's important. So what regional cricket start and things. So they're saying that the squad that they selected for the Zimbabwe tour is not the same one for South Africa. So they might bring in some new names for South Africa. And for me, some of the things just don't make no sense. Because if this Zimbabwe thing not affect nothing, but yeah, carry some man who like, bro, just use it for some trial. Not call Brandon King, call some people who you want for the future, and test them out in a condition against Zimbabwe, who apparently are gonna have 8 debutants. No Sika and Razaka him playing some.
So comes when I have no debutant.
Who?
How comes when I have no
Yeah, I not understand them thinking, but like you call back for Rust and Shees and all of them something like me not get it. Yo, I don't know what
By the
happened.
way,
I guess.
your boy,
Mhm.
the man, play some cricket over UAE, you know, brother.
Who am my
Your
boy?
favorite captain. No,
My
Polly, man.
favorite captain. Boss, listen, my boy. I mean that not done.
Don't know,
You
man.
think it
Still
done?
a go on, man.
The
Man,
last
I
game I
play some
watched with
cricket
him when
over there, brother.
him play against Ravman and he make 80th. But
No, man, he
Ravman
played
did
this
make
morning to man. He beat Naren side this morning, man. I think he scored about 43 for 17.
yeah man, him a beat up boy
Last four
over there.
games, I think he scored 80, 60, 50, and the 40 today.
Right, man say you can't keep a good man down. I just say it go boss. So a whole heap of sports that I watch. So
I tell
I
you,
don't
man.
know how may I keep up. I watch the Big Bash and that was pretty much it. When Steve Smith come and score 2 century back to back in a 2020. But I can't keep up with so much things, boss. Honestly.
True, true. But that's how we're doing, bro. Respect, man. Big up to the man
All
that we're
right,
doing.
boss. Big up.
Big up to everybody in the comment section. I'm just going to go watch some football tomorrow. No football for watch. And for those who in Jamaica, if you don't want to stream the match, CVM is bringing the United match a morning, so you can watch that at 10 o'clock. That is the match at
Yeah, but
CVM.
where you go watch the cricket? If you go watch it.
And
Them
when
them
they do
announce
rush. Well, you know have that.
rush.
Flow, go
Don't
bring it.
don't say me not have that, boss. You don't know what I have, brother. I watch CVM TVJ
Eh?
series. Don't worry.
Eh? Right, all right, so Russia bring it.
Oh, rush. All right, better go look for it and see what they must say.
Yeah, man. Let me bring it, man. But that's our word, bro. Big up yourself and big
Big
up
up,
to
big up.
everybody. Peace out until we see you again.